It's gonna be a little. It's a family matter now.
Yes.
Diddy Kong and Donkey Kong. It's a family matter. Is Thunders now RBD too? Since you guys just recruit everybody.
Everyone is RBD. It's all one bread, one family.
It's a family. It's
And Junebug was really the player on which I think Thunder's reputation, like, he came to be known because he had a really good set where when he was in Grand Finals versus him, and we were like, who's this Donkey Kong player in Grand Finals? Like, NorCal says he's good, but Donkey Kong sucks. It's probably a fluke. And June beat him. And June beat him. And finally, all of a sudden, Thunders was beating him. So definitely...
oh my goodness.
I just realized he's going DK too. He's not going Falcon. So, yeah, definitely looks like he's still willing to play DK in this top 8. There might be a little level of counter picking happening, which I don't quite understand. But
you know what it is, man? He makes it look so easy.
And June is laughing because he look at his face because June has gotten forced back by Thunders on the stage before.
Olympus.
So he is definitely not looking forward to the possibility of that again. And I think Thunders versus June has come to show a lot of DK's strengths. His anti-projectile game is excellent. I used to talk to this with Who back in the day in 3.02. His nair back air is so good at stopping projectile approaches. He really could have stuck them out. June still hasn't taken the stock. He really wants to get on here with 2 stocks still on the board.
It's just so hard for him to take these stocks. You know, Game & Watch was living to 160. What is Donkey Kong going to live up to?
Right.
There's a chance you can see 200 break the board.
And he plays Donkey Kong with Falcon all the way out there.
And June is just kind of, he's just shaking his head. He's talking to somebody. You know, it's so difficult. You know, this character is deadly, man.
Wow, sent him at a bad angle and tried to cover it again with a second F air, but doesn't make it work. Gets a grab out of that nair, even though he teched it. Peanuts also don't appear to do a whole lot to Thunder's recovery. So that strategy of chucking stuff at DK doesn't seem to work as well as it does against other opponents, because DK can just wait until he sees something coming at you and then start up being and break through.
And here, 166 right now. Junebug trying to find a way to close this stock out. 177. That should be it right there. He's making a game out of it. And something that Nox mentioned, and Junebug actually mentioned against someone else. I don't think it was Thunders, but he mentioned that he might go Sheik in the bracket.
That's true.
But But it wasn't against Thunders. He mentioned it for someone else, and you know what? Maybe it's time. Maybe he pulls it out. Who knows? Right. You've seen this. The Malachi had success. You know, I'm not saying anyone could just pick up Sheik and replicate what we saw.
Right.
But Malachi went from having one of the tightest Game 5 sets I've ever seen to. Blacklisted Thunders almost looked like he didn't know what to do. Right. There it is.
There it is. And I played June's Sheik yesterday, and it is very much look at Wax in the player cam. And it is a melee Sheik. He had some like regrabs that he just didn't go for. I was like, how come he didn't regrab me there? And he's like, I could regrab you there. And I was like,
oh no.
Yeah, you can regrab me there, June.
June, please regrab me there, June. Don't give me bad habits.
But the thing is, we only really get to see one super top level playstyle of Sheik. Besides Jaden, maybe. And if you watch Jaden versus Malachi, you can see that there's other ways to play this character, right?
Absolutely.
So I'm interested to see what June brings to it. And he is surprisingly having an easier time playing neutral with his needles than he is with his peanuts and bananas. And that might be just because DK is maybe not as good at dealing with the needles. It's definitely a lot harder to react to how fast they are. And oh my god,
Junebug!
June can make it work with the Sheik. This man is #1 in MPVA.
All he's got is, he's just got milk as his percentage.
And Sheik, she just has
Is this the answer?
she has a lot of utility in attacking these super high punishy characters. She really chokes them out in a way. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Is this sweet revenge for June?
is this poetic justice, as Junebug would put it? No way. You know,
oh my god.
no way. Could you imagine that the ThunderzReign's reign, it all came down to just picking Sheik? June is playing excellent right now.
And oh, Thunder's in such an unfortunate situation. Doesn't get the actual launch hitbox on that up throw, which would have really opened up June. She only takes 36%, not enough for Donkey Kong.
But you know what? We have to see what happens now when Thunders gets that grab. You know, he hasn't actually been able to get one yet, and if he gets a grab, we have to see if he can still. You know, he's got a heavy punish game, but we see it against Malachi, he'll drop when it's playing Sheik, and I don't know what it is. If it's a weight thing, if it's maybe an understanding that Thunders, it might get 4-stocked right now by Junebug Sheik. You know, that retired player, that melee player.
Could see my face right now. Oh my god, Sheik is so good.
I guess you don't need a regrab, right?
Yeah, he's been tech chasing. He hasn't done any of that regrab stuff.
You know what?
He did one? Okay. Oh, he gets the punch.
You know what though? It's so funny because when you watch June's Diddy and you see how many things are just off of pure reaction, is it any surprise that the Sheik is this good?
Now
it's scary.
Now he will try at 69%.
At the meme percent.
If you know anything about Thunders, he's probably very happy about taking 2 stocks at that percent. All right, actually goes for maybe a stage spike there, but Thunders is able to get the stage without too much trouble.
If you're June right now, you're like, just let me get through this because I don't feel like going down to last stock against Donkey Kong.
This projectile that DK cannot power through like so many other projectiles that he's able to get through, and oh, he gets a big fair, and gets a grab, and he's gonna not go for the punch yet. That time goes for it, and he's been making a reverse 3-stock right now. Explosive.
Reverse 4-stock.
Reverse 4-stock. Right, well, right now it's a 3 for both.
Absolutely. Oh, there's a grab.
Man.
And the crowd knows it. Everyone's reacting to the one grab.
Oh my god. Oh no, June! He's side beat!
The winner is Donkey Kong.
June.
What if God was one of us?
That was tragic. June, not looking happy about that.
Absolutely not. You had.
Talk about how. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you first, man. I don't know what to say.
It's just funny because we saw a little bit of this with this matchup, how volatile it is with Malachi versus Thunders, where every touch was death. And Junebug proved himself to be capable of doing that. Amazing tech.
Oh my goodness. You know, you're absolutely right. And in that first set that they had, Malachi and Thunders, it was just alternating 0 that 0 that 0 that. And what looked at like happened there was like, here's 3 stocks, and then maybe I get lucky, and oh wait, I just got 4, and it worked out to his favor. One thing Malachi also did was he was able to figure out when to start DIing in on fair, and it was getting the meteor hitbox rather than the knockaway hitbox. And Malachi was able to basically tech back down to the stage and survive a lot longer than Thunders wanted to, because it led to more tech chasing rather than closing out stocks.
And Malachi, some of the best defensive tech in the game, was able to SCI consistently out of Thunders' up air combos, which makes a huge difference. Oh, he doesn't get to check
That's
the
gonna be it,
platform.
yeah.
That's definitely it.
Needles almost helped out too much.
Yeah, he SDI'd up a little bit, I think. Some directional influence.
That was so melee. I loved it. Ledge dash to forward tilt. Seen that for a decade, man. The classic.
Ooh, strange, a little strange option there. Wow, I love that RAR in air. Uh-oh. It's bad for Thunders, but he's able to just bully his way through with that huge up B hitbox.
I love the idea, though, from June. A little bit...
You rarely see Thunders go for that, actually, but it is really, really powerful, that up B hitbox. He needs to SDI out of this.
And just when I was saying, like, I actually really love the idea from June trying to go for a very early stock. He maybe needed to commit a little bit more with another hitbox before going for the needles. Maybe a back air or a fair. and then start trying to needle camp it. But Thunders right now is just on a tear.
And so that time, actually, there was a hitbox that stopped. Oh, and June quits out. Looks like. I don't know what's happening. I wish I could see what's happening over there. The needles actually made its way through.
Oh!
Let's go, Bob! Your broken hands can only make it for one stock, baby! Make it count!
Could you imagine? Tag him in, coach! Put him in, coach!
Go, Bob! He took a stock, though. He took a stock. He took a stock. That's that RBD. That RBD bias that we let him get in there. Oh my god, that was the greatest thing ever. I love June so much. I looked at he had a Malachi on hand. He was like, I got a Malachi.
Oh my goodness.